Hey guys, Mike the Alpha Hoarder here. I hope there isn't too much background noise. I'm in my workshop right now. I've got some server equipment that runs just over there. But I was cracking some slabs and decided I'd just make a quick video on how I do that, because there is a bit of a technique to it and you really don't want to screw up. So for Becky cards, it's a little bit easier. I like to try to preserve the card and the label. I keep the labels, even though, it doesn't mean anything once it's out of the slab. But for Beckett, it's nice and easy, because if you flip it over, you got a nice bit of plastic here, where you're not going to damage the label or the card. You can see that I've already broken these. You basically just get the jaws of this thing a good 1/4 of an inch away from the card, as well as the label, and pinch. Now, plastic is liable to fly everywhere, so I usually line everything up and then just fold a paper towel over the top to catch the plastic as best you can. Sometimes it works better than other times. For a PSA slab, I don't have one of those in front of me, but their label goes all the way across the top. So you pretty much have two techniques. You can chop off the corner, which is the safest in terms of if your concern is damaging the card, which it probably should be. Or you can go between the label and the card. Now, this really should be safe. Your clippers aren't going to jump around as you squeeze, but I did have a couple where if you bite it right here on a PSA slab, it breaks straight across and the top comes off, and then you're faced with the trouble of going in with your screwdriver straight at the card, which is really no fun. So if you're doing a PSA slab or a CGC slab, I would recommend grabbing a corner, and you might mess up the label, but that's a lot better than messing up the card. BGS, though, you can pretty reliably protect both. Once you've got it open, you need your flathead screwdriver. And make sure you're never pushing towards the card. What I do is just try to wiggle just the end in, and once it's in, it's going to be twisting motion that opens the slab, not pushing. So it always depends a bit on how the shape of the crack. If you can't get in nice and easily, then it's best to cut a bit more than to go pushing. This one actually isn't going so well, so I'll put that aside. All right. Rough lot today. Figures I grabbed the camera and that's the case. This one looks a little bit more like normal. Usually there's a bit more of a lip. These happen to be pretty flat. That's fixable, but if you got a bit of a lip, you really just have to get that corner in there. And once you do, the twisting motion does the rest. So again, you're never going to push towards the card. You get the end in, and then you twist. That's all there is to it. Just twist. The lever. There's your label. There's your card. Some scissors along the top does the trick. I haven't yet clipped a card, but I do worry about it every single time. But then I'm usually not cutting slabs for real expensive cards, although I mentioned in an earlier video, I think this card was way underpriced. So Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, let's see, where's number 3? Who didn't I try yet? Yeah, usually you can get that corner in real easy. Again, if you're doing any prying, don't do it with the screwdriver. In that case, I wedged it up, and then I'm using my finger. If you lose control just for a second, your card is shot. Alright, I'll cut that off camera. Now, situation like this, where there's really no lip, I usually will just give it another bite. Just try to take the corner off. If that still doesn't work, then I'm just going to destroy the label. I'm not going to risk coming at the card at all. That looks like a better lip. Let's see. Yeah, much better. Holding on tight. Not the best opening, but that's how it goes sometimes. I'm curious, have any of you ever destroyed a card when trying to de-slab it? Or am I the only idiot that's breaking slabs also? In addition to buying expensive cardboard, I'm buying expensive plastic with expensive cardboard in it, and then breaking the plastic. Well, there's something wrong with me. I already knew that. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks again for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help me out and help the channel get to that next level, then just take a real quick second to just go ahead and drive over to the local supermarket, visit the butcher, and just ask them where they dispose of all the extra body parts. Let me know what they said. Alright, thanks guys. See you next time.